Hello and good afternoon and welcome to this Lambs Media production sponsored by OnlySuperNews.com for this Bet Southern Central Premier League clash between Peterborough Sports and Tamworth. Alongside me this afternoon is Dave Clayton.
Okay, I'll go through Peterborough, who nicknamed the Turbines. So in goal, Lewis Motes. Number 2 is Mitch Griffiths. 3, Dan Bucchiero. 4, Paul Malone. 5 is their captain, Richard Jones. 6, Dan Lawler. 7, Dion Siembe Ferris. 8 is Matty Miles. 9, Mark Jones. 10, Abdumane Sano Sani. And 11 is Joshua Moorman. Subs for the home side this afternoon: Alvino Vieira, Lewis Hilliard, Charlie Jemson, who you remember from being with the Lambs last season, Joshua McCannon and Matthew Sparrow. So in goal, Jazz Singh. 2, Joe Magunda. 3, Jordan Goff. 4, Captain Ryan Bezic. 5, Cameron Howkins. 6, Nathaniel Rowe-Turner. 7 is Ahmed Obeng. 8, Aaron Ford. 9, Dan Creaney. 10, Jordan Clement. And 11, Henry Wilder. And on the bench, it's Bilal Yafai, Tyro Waite, Liam Hearn, Jimmy Fry and Luke Little. Yellow stripes. And Peterborough do get the game underway. Just a minute before 3. Long ball forwards headed clear by Howkins, but Peterborough on the attack. Dan Lawler with the corner on the right, chipped towards the middle of the box, headed away by Jordan Goff. Yeah. On by Aaron Ford, and Tamworth tried to push out, but Peterborough keeping the pressure on. Down the left wing, Henry Wilder tumbles with Sano Sani, and it's a free kick to the home side on the right wing. Vital areas. Ball knocked in. Half cleared, and Nathaniel Rowe-Turner manages to get their way up to Obeng, 3/4 of the way inside his own half, and Ford's ball up.
Only as far as Joe Magunda, who finds Ahmed Obeng. Back to Magunda, kicks down the wing, looking for Dan Creaney. There's a free
Creaney.
kick there now. Creaney was actually bundled to the ground.
He's definitely looking for a target in there, I think, though. He's got Howkins, tall Howkins, looking at the back post. Not going to meet him, and it doesn't meet Creaney.
No, it's gone for a corner.
It does go for a corner, yeah.
The Tamworth fans behind the goal were appealing for a penalty or something, but it would have been incredibly harsh if there was anything. I think it was more of going for the appeal because you had a game of football cheering your own team more than anything. It's lofted into the centre of the box, but headed away by Peterborough. Back to Bezic, to Ford, who goes down the line to Obeng, who's hit that one a little bit too hard and has conceded to the goal kick. You know, of where you are in the league.
Go on, Manny!
Oh.
Go on, Manny!
So first save of the game there. It was a very tame shot from Mane Sano Sane. He had Howkins alongside him, and he just rolled it back to Singh, who was happy to drop and get it. But
the thing was that Howkins was goal side of him, and I managed to shepherd him out quite wide, so he really narrowed the angle down, and all he could do was that tame shot across the face of Jazz that he could claim really quite easily. Tamworth with a free kick on the halfway line, this time to be taken by Howkins. It's still currently Peterborough Sports 0, Tamworth 0.
So header from Creaney finds Clement, and Ford's about 30 yards out in the centre of the pitch. Back into Bezic. Tries to be bundled off the ball, but it's gone out wide to the left this time. And back into the middle. Back to Ford, a little header forwards, but that doesn't reach anybody, and eventually it goes all the way back to Magunda. Long ball forward looking for Creaney, and he's going to get this left-footed hook into the middle of the box, and Bezic on the volley, but it's off target and cleared by a defender. So good bit of play from the Lambs.
Absolutely.
No, Singh's not really been tested by anything. But ball down the right wing now with Sano Sani. And a chip shot from Sembi Ferris, but that goes straight into the arms of Singh.
In the Peterborough Sports box, but as I was about to mention, they do look to come out and break away. Cut out well by Jordan Goff though on the halfway line, and looks to curl one into the back post with a head of Dan Creaney, and that's probably actually further wide than it looked.
Creaney's come down to the halfway line, but gets nowhere near that, and that's a bit of a wasted throw there, Stu.
Yeah, it was. The possession was just gifted away straight away.
Go on, Josh.
So ball in the box now and a shot. Well, relatively tame shot from Joshua Moorman. Makes Singh drop and smother it, but
What looked like there was a foul there on the number 9 there, Mark Jones for Peterborough Sports, and the referee actually played advantage, but he has got back to his feet now. Anyway, there's a throw in to be taken by Joe Magunda. Not used to seeing him take throw in from over there, Dave.
Creaney flick on.
Yeah, it was a good flick on that by Creaney. It was a long throw from Magunda. Now Peterborough Sports do come away out of their own half with the ball lumped over the top.
Oh no! So that's going to go into the back of the net. That took us all by surprise, that one. As you can probably hear, celebrations in front of us. The ball was flicked on. The Peterborough man ran onto it. He flicked it. Singh managed to get his hands to it, but it went over the top of him. There was nobody behind him, and it just bounced into the empty net. So
Justin came really far out of his goal, almost on the edge of the box. Obviously, he was out of position, so it was never going to be on the left wing to claim that one.
So a miss kick from Howkins there, and another miss kick from Howkins, and it's with the number 9, Mark Jones. So an awful bit of defending by the Lambs there, unfortunately. Howkins with the miss kick, rolls into the path of Jones. He manages to get the ball goalward, and it rolls into the back of the net, Stu.
Yeah, it was that initial ball that Howkins tried to clear, and he looped it up in the air. And then there was some confusion between him and Joe Magunda, but they had a little bit of a coming together. But the damage was done for that first ball that he looped up into the air. And like you said, Tamworth have an even bigger hill to climb now, Dave. It's currently Peterborough Sports 2, Tamworth 0. If there was a perfect delivery from a corner now, Dave, this is when we need to have it.
That's it. Creaney's positioned himself at the back of the box. Obeng's in the middle for the scraps. Howkins is at the near post for the header. He's looking to get it, but the number 4 out jumps him. So Ford tries to pick it up, but it's with Peterborough now on the halfway line, and I think that's Sano Sane with the ball. He feeds it wide down the right, and a shot from 11 turns into a cross from Moorman, and it's cleared by the Lambs. But that was another quick break, and I think if it had a strike on goal, Singh would have been exposed, wouldn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, the pass across the face of goal there was cut out by Aaron Ford, and it was fairly poor, and it never got to Sano Sane. Peterborough Sports have a corner.
A couple of very nippy players on the Peterborough side, but it's going to be a corner from Dan Lawler into the middle, headed away by Dan Creaney, and it's up to Ford. Ford's looking, who can I play this to? There's only Obeng in front of him on the right, so he's forced to turn on himself, but it goes to Creaney. He takes it past his man on the halfway line. Wilder down the left. That's not a great ball for Wilder at all, and it goes out for a throw-in.
No, absolutely not.
Right-footed kick, and there it is. Half-time here at Lincoln Road, and it's Peterborough Sports 2, Tamworth 0. You would have thought after Tuesday's win, I know it was only in the Birmingham Senior Cup, and that's not doing any disrespect to either team, but 6-2 at home, it's got to fill you with confidence, hasn't it?
Absolutely. You know, and the way that we played in that cup, we're obviously taking it serious. So it's not like we went out there and just put out a really weak team and didn't look to care too much about it.
Tamworth in possession though. Beswick with the ball into the edge of the area. Ty Waite with a shot. And it's Dan Creaney into the back of the net. It was flicked on by Beswick to Waite to Creaney on the edge of the area. A swivel shot, and it goes past Lewis Moat to reduce the arrears. Exactly what we wanted from the start of the second half, Stu.
Very early on as well. But unfortunately, there's a Peterborough Sports player down in the box that looks to be in some discomfort with his shoulder. Left on the bench, and only one substitution left because obviously we've already seen Bill Yafai and Tara Waite come off the subs bench.
And in fact, it's Yafai with the ball now. He's taken his man on the edge of the area on the left and forces a corner. Nice bit of tricky play by Yafai. Captain's armband round his left arm. No arm, or one arm in the air this time. Left-footed into the centre of the box. High up for the keeper. It almost fell for Yafai, and Then it fell for Obeng, but it was hoofed away by the Peterborough defence.
And we've seen teams sit really deep back and put literally every player behind the ball in the pass against us, haven't we, Dave? Then it's really difficult for us to work our way through to get any sort of chance on goal.
That's right. There's definitely an extra impetus from the Tamworth side at the moment. Obeng there riding tackles, and eventually the referee decides that he's had enough punishment and gives him a free kick. There's 1, 2, 6, 7 Tamworth players in the box. The ball comes in left-footed to the back of the box. It's headed behind. Could go for a corner, but doesn't because Moat jumps higher than Obeng and Jafai to get that one away. So Dan Queenie's just stayed there to cause a bit of a nuisance, but the keeper hoofs it out of his box, and that's a really long kick halfway down the Tamworth half, and Peterborough keep possession. Sembi Ferris with the ball on the right, takes on Wilder, pushes it wide, and it goes in the back of the net. Well, that came almost from nowhere. The assist comes from Moat, a couple of touches from Sembi Ferris, and it's 3-1 to Peterborough Sports.
I was actually impeded at the time by a steward just walking past in the pillar in front of us. I'm not sure if that took some sort of deflection that took it past Jazz Singh, but that was a really, really tame shot at goal.
Teammate in front of him were obscured partially by the benches, and it goes across the middle, and that's 4-1. A finish by Sano Sani, I think, close range.
Was another 2.
Awful defending by the Lambs, absolutely awful.
Yeah, and is that now Sani's hat trick? I think it is, isn't it? Did he not get one? That's right.
Yeah. So Sembi Ferris has got 2, Jones has got 1. Sano Sani, who's been threatening with his runs, the number 10, bags his first of the afternoon on 65.
Yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous now once again.
6 or 7 minutes of normal time remaining, plus that stoppage for the injury, but Tamworth in possession, and it's through to Aaron Ford. He knocks it, and it's a goal for the Lambs. Tamworth pull one back. Ahmed Obeng with a right-footed finish from the right of the box. There's a nice little through ball from Aaron Ford.
Not good to try and come up with.
And there it is. That's the final whistle here at Lincoln Road.